Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, CAF awarded $500,000 matching grant from Ray Foundation. Also, Embraer's Ipanema AgPlane scores big order. And ANN is now accepting applications for Sunn Fun 2021 Stringers.
Happy Monday, everybody. Thank you for joining us. I'm your host, Kimberly Kay. We have a packed episode with the latest news, so let's go ahead and start with CAF awarded $500,000 matching grant from Ray Foundation.
The Commemorative Air Force has announced a generous $500,000 matching grant from Ray Foundation to aid in funding the Henry B. Tippie National Aviation Education Center at the CAF's headquarters in Dallas. The Ray Foundation will match all funds raised dollar for dollar up to $500,000 received through December 31st of this year. The CAF has raised $13 million against a campaign goal of $14 million. The gift comes as the construction of the education center nears completion this spring. The Henry B. Tippie National Aviation Education Center will provide hands-on learning activities for all ages. The 47,000 square foot facility includes a science, technology, engineering, and math innovation hangar, where visitors and education program participants will be inspired by aviation and history while learning life skills. The education center will begin programs including the Aerospace Summer Camp for middle school students this summer, and will hold a public grand opening celebration in the fall of 2021. The Ray Foundation was founded by James C. Ray, a decorated World War II pilot, with his wife Joanne, to support aviation education initiatives.
After the break, first female Italian Navy strike fighter pilot earns wings of gold. More news after these messages.
Aviation Safety Resources is disrupting the market for aircraft emergency parachute recovery systems. ASR systems are smaller, lighter weight, and offer longer repack cycles than similar products available in the current market. ASR has a recovery system available for every type of aircraft: sport, experimental, light sport, general aviation, urban air mobility, vertical takeoff and landing, electric propulsion, and unmanned aerial systems. Find the right product for your aircraft at aviationsafetyresources.com.
Welcome back. With so much news coming out of the aviation industry, we're going to be summarizing some other interesting stories in a brief segment we call Around the Patch. So let's go ahead and start with first female Italian Navy strike fighter pilot earns wings of gold.
The Italian Navy's first female strike fighter pilot received her wings of gold after completing undergraduate flight training with the Tigers of Training Squadron 9 at Naval Air Force Station Meridian, Mississippi on March 11th. Rabala conducted her final graded curriculum event in a T-45C Goshawk jet trainer aircraft on March 10th. She returned to her squadron mates waiting on the Training Air Wing 1 flight line for a traditional soft winging ceremony, during which Angerman presented Rabala with a fabric patch emblazoned with the wings of gold.
EAA meets with new federal air surgeon.
On Wednesday, the EAA Advocacy and Safety Team and the leadership of the EAA Aeromedical Advisory Council met with the new federal air surgeon Dr. Susan Northrup and her senior medical staff. Dr. Northrup, along with the Deputy Federal Air Surgeon Dr. Brett Weirick, has been pursuing a policy openness with the aviation community, conducting listening sessions and regular check-ins. At Wednesday's meeting, the FAA staff detailed several initiatives designed to make medical certification easier, faster, and less stressful for applicants.
Investment firm 777 Partners orders 24 Boeing 737 MAX airplanes.
Boeing and private investment firm 777 Partners announced an agreement to add 24 737-8s to the firm's aviation portfolio, with purchase rights for an additional 60 airplanes. The Miami-based company will place the single-aisle airplanes with its portfolio of low-cost carriers investments. The 737-8 can fly 3,500 nautical miles, about 600 miles further than its predecessor. The additional capability allows airlines to offer new and more direct routes for passengers. The 737-8 reduces fuel use and CO2 emissions by 16% compared to the airplanes it replaces.
WAI concludes first virtual conference.
The 32nd Annual International Women in Aviation Conference appears to have done well. A total attendance of more than 2,300 from around the world was reported. The virtual exhibit hall hosted 105 separate companies and organizations representing all aspects of the aviation community. 101 scholarships were distributed to WAI members at every stage of life for both academic use, lifestyle enhancement, and flight training, including type ratings. A total of $475,000 in scholarships was awarded during the conference, and another 48 scholarships totaling $256,000 are now online with applications due on May 18th.
Well, that does it for today's trip around the patch. Now let's return to the rest of the news. Embraer's Ipanema AgPlane scores big order.
Embraer has sold 19 EMB-203 Ipanema single-seat aircraft in February, totaling 27 aircraft sold this year. This sales volume in the first 2 months of 2021 is already 8% higher than was negotiated throughout all of 2020. The second consecutive month of high sales reflects the favorable performance of the Brazilian agribusiness and the technological innovations incorporated in the new version of the Ipanema aircraft. Agricultural crop dusting services have been leading the market demand this year. Although the demand of Ipanema remains more intense in the Midwest, the main agricultural hub in Brazil, the pace of sales this year has also been increasing in other regions of the country. With almost 1,500 units delivered, Ipanema is prominent in the agricultural segment with 60% share of the national market. This role in precision agriculture combines high technology and continuously evolves to meet the requirements of high productivity and low operating cost. The most current version of the Ipanema 203 runs on ethanol and was certified in 2015, with its wingspan increased to 13.3 meters and an improved wing profile. It allows greater range of deposition of pesticides, reaching 24 meters of track.
After these messages, we are looking for talented aviation writers or videographers to join us as news stringers for Sunn Fun 2021. Details after the break.
When adventure is calling, the Bory by Aero Volga is the plane you need to answer the call. Bory's composite design is simple, reliable, and economical, with impressive performance and no gimmicks. Designed for the wilderness and proven durability in a flight around the Arctic Circle, the Bory has what it takes to handle your next adventure. Featuring 2 large cargo compartments, a comfortable modern cockpit, and a Rotax 912 power plant, the Bory Amphibian is now available in Canada. Experience the Bory for yourself at flightsimple.com.
At Diamond Aircraft, innovation is in our DNA. Whether you're taking to the skies for training or business travel, every aircraft in Diamond's lineup features innovative technology, an industry-leading safety record, superior performance and efficiency, and a comfortable flying experience. No other company has pioneered as many aviation firsts, achieved more milestones, or received the same amount of industry praise as Diamond. Discover why Diamond Aircraft is one of the most trusted manufacturers in aviation at diamondaircraft.com.
I believe that if people use the landing doctor training program, they will have less accidents and eventually their insurance will go down and they will make a superior pilot. We do personal limitation checklists, which is the most important reason you need to fly with limits. We do ground proximity awareness training, and we do this with a crosswind. We've been operating 6 Bristels for 2 years without one insurance claim. The Landing Doctor program is working, and you're going to hear more about it.
Welcome back. If you're an aviation writer, a talented videographer, and love all things aviation, we are looking for stringers for Sunn Fun 2021.
A&N has taken on the task of providing the Sunn Fun Aerospace Expo with their daily news programming. So we are inviting aviation writers or videographers to join us as news stringers, along the lines of what we do at Oshkosh each year. We are inviting 1 or 2 talented aviation enthusiasts, writers, reporters to join us. as well as 1 or 2 equally talented videographers to cover the week that we hope will bring the aviation world back to life. If interested, reach out now because time is running out. Please send samples of your stories, shots, along with a little background and tell us what your availability will be. You'll be working with the most energetic team in aerojournalism, a group that goes where the stories are and shares them with the world. Send your inquiries to the email address on your screen. If you have solid video skills, send along your resume, some clips of your work, and a list of software and equipment that you're comfortable working with.
Well, that does it for our show today. I'm your host, Kimberly Kay. You can catch episodes of Airborne on Roku and Fire TV. Just search for Aero-News or Airborne in the directory. And don't forget to follow us on social media, and feel free to comment with story ideas or just to say hi. We hope you enjoyed the show. We'll see you next time.